Okay. Now, this was fine. That was a fine hero. But we're going to be doing curse, and the thing is, we want to keep getting more because we have to get another 792 to get our next one, which means we need to keep unlocking characters. So, I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to try to go a little bit quicker because it's going to be a late night, and I think in order to get the previous run into a video, because of the numerous disconnects we had, unfortunately, it's going to be a longer process. I'm going to download all of it to my computer, render it into a single video, and then send it off to YouTube. So it's going to be a couple of days probably. You'll probably not see today's video until, normally it'd be like the next day. It probably won't be till Saturday or Sunday. But you guys are here for it, so that's good. And I think we're going to keep our swordsman plan. Although we could switch to... What if we did the Yeti? We might get that Frost Mage, and we can start doing some actual Frost build. It'd be pretty cool. Alright, so we're going to do Curse 1. We've got a Yeti. What could go wrong? So we got 20% more glory. We're actually going to go for a glory run now. We're going to do all the bonfires we can. So I think we have 3, so that should give us 30% more monsters, which is 30% more glory, and then 20% more glory from this as a modifier. I'm not sure if it's multiplicative, but we're going to play it together. Obviously, this is not going to go for like number 1 on the ladder, but we are trying to push to get way more glory here to unlock the next curses and everything. We're going to try to snowball that. Do the heroes carry over to the undead? So no, not your unlocks, but the same heroes can be found. There's different ways to unlock them, but they're on both sides. So Gideon's on the human side and the undead. We had to do the quest line on the human side. On here, we just had to find him. Djurnik, thank you for the follow. All right. Okay, so once again, we're going to start with the 5 blood. Yes. That way we can get our repair immediately and our upgrade here immediately. You got the big rock. So there's 2 ways that I know of that you can break that big rock. One is to keep talking to the orc guy. You got to talk to him multiple times. A whole lot of times. The other way is over on the islands, by exploring on the islands. Whoa, I've got multiple things happening. Yep, thank you so much for the tip. We might have a double alert, but it was worth it. You are so welcome, my friend, and thank you. Yeah, there's the demolition guy on the islands. It's a... you have to unlock a couple roads on the islands. The Dragon Island, and there's a goblin that does explosions. Yeah, in fact, I think we were talking about it on that stream, because it was the demolitionists or something. It isn't that like one of your call signs. Thank you so much. Foodie up. Okay. Now I need to do better about positioning here. So let's think about this. We could do our tavern close to all these pumpkins. If we want to do a pumpkin run, we actually need to have all these this is not going to trigger that many. Like we kind of need to have all these pumpkins run over this way. We need to have the ooze thing over here, don't we? So that way it runs through these pumpkins. Maybe it could be right here, so we don't have to pay quite as much. That might be okay. Yeah, this might be the ooze thing. I'm gonna keep putting the tavern somewhere else, I guess. We'll put a mausoleum here. Tavern. We'll do our quarry to clean up the rocks here, because we're going to want to clean up the rocks and everything. We want all these pumpkins to grow, right? We'll put our quarry over here. So sewage plant is what that is. Now, we're not going to have the luxury this time of doing all like the easy things here, because we're going to do bonfires. It's all bonfires. Can't put that there yet. Are we up to 4? Yeah, we're up to 4 now. Okay, 4 bonfire. So that's 40% more enemies are going to be spawning. It's game time. Game faces. Okay, our first stone is going to be used for a mausoleum. I'm trying to save my gold to get this going as quickly as we can. I think I have a quest for holy damage. Yeah, I have a quest for holy damage. There it is. Also, we have that quest for the potions, which didn't we just unlock? Somebody wants, yeah, potions. Maybe we'll do a potion run. I kind of feel like we need to unlock more slots though before we do that. Yes, Crippy, good point. It costs you 3 bread for the Demolisher. Good point. We got that. Last time we tried to get the extra mausoleum sooner and we just didn't. I probably could do better with that. You just got a chance to actually look at the stream. Is that a river of acid or poison or something? Why, yes. This is an undead place. So, you know, we like that. That's, you know, does a body good. Or at least what's left of the body. We are undead. Okay, we've not unlocked the Observer, which is, it's okay. I don't mind doing the Observer. I actually really liked the Leech because there's a lot of poison things we can stack. I really liked that. But maybe we'll do the Observer. Right now I'm just trying to farm holy damage for the moment. We're going to try to send out our dragon again on day 2 here. The other thing I want to be more cognizant of is I want to upgrade these mausoleums. Kind of failed to do that before. Yeah, because just dealing damage, I don't have to make kills. There's our 12. The Mountain Dew River? Yes. Health and mana, both pretty great. No book. How come we don't have anyone on day 7? Actually, hold on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, just making sure. We've got the physical one already. Let's switch to magic. Because again, I've not done as many of the undead. I want to make sure that I've not done the same path every time. Get all those unlocked. I do think we're gonna have to start getting. Let me there, but I need 5 gold for this, so maybe we can delay it. Okay, we got that. Do you mind explaining how skellies and zombies work? You assume similar to workers and mules. Okay, similar, but definitely not the same. Skeletons are a one-shot use per day. You give them one thing to gather. They go gather it, and then they crumble. They're gone. But you get new skeletons every day. That's what these graves that are going to be around here. You can get more graves, and therefore more skeletons per day, by digging them up with a graveyard. Graveyards are different and vital for you to play with this. That's a lot of new players will not realize you need the graveyard as undead. I mean, thematically, obviously, but when you're playing graveyard in the human side, it's less useful. You've got to have the graveyard. That is where you get to dig. It's kind of like the geologist will dig up stuff, so you're going to dig up you need that to dig up rocks, bone piles, and thickets and all that. But you also dig up the graves, and that's where you get more workers from that. You can also get more workers by building mausoleums. Now, the mausoleum is different because instead of getting one worker at the start of the day, the mausoleum will generate workers multiple times over the course of the day. That's what this progress bar is. This is going to get you caught multiple times because you're going to assign all your workers at the start of the day, and then halfway through the day, you got more workers because these mausoleums have finished. They make more workers. Now, again, they're skeletons. They're gonna disintegrate as soon as you give them one job to do. But make sure you always give them that job to do. The zombies are different in that they can only, like, they do carrying like the mules, but there are some buildings that you need to assign a zombie to in order for that building to get the resources. So you're gonna actually use more zombies than you would ever use on the mules. You can upgrade the zombies with the graveyard. They'll move faster, I guess. While we're talking about graveyards and mausoleums, really important thing as well, they've got this little symbol here. This is the catacombs. And so that means you can actually travel between them and make a network underground, a fast travel between them, which is why I placed one here, another one here. I'll probably make my graveyard up here, and we can cut between them. I really need that other gold. We're not going to get that other gold. Oh, we did get it. Okay. It is going to be the Yeti. No, I was going to do this, but they're already right here. Yeah, the skeletons don't bring your stuff back. It's only the carriers that bring your stuff back from the quarry. It's got 3 in the storage. I need zombies to do that, not skeletons. Skeletons are just going to crumble. Like this is what's left of all my skeletons here down here. They just fall over after they've done it. Tarkuzo, it is. In fact, I'm going to change the stream title in order to reflect that. Good question. Thanks for the reminder. So yeah, we're just now starting to get our first curses done. We're starting to do the glory multiplier. Yes, zombies do use the underground network. Good question. Ooh. Hey, I've never seen this guy. Yes, we want to hire him. We need 7 coins, though. We still might not see him. I just spent all my money. And I need to just... We're trying to speed through this game. It's true. Until we have to stop for a dad joke. Chemists. They're great for solving problems. They have all kinds of solutions. I can never find a writing utensil to check these off. It's true. Hello, Flo. You saw some of the videos on YouTube. You're a little sad right now. You did a curse 3-3 bonfire. One time with the unit died, and you ended up 897 crowns. But you can't finish the quest line. Wow. I am sorry to hear that. I am sorry. I know it's time invested, but you probably unlocked some things. You got shards along the way. The run was not a total waste, but I can relate. I think my current highest is like 986. It was like just shy of 1,000. How do you beat Curse 3 with 4 bonfires? Well, that's my most recent YouTube video is exactly that. We did Curse 3 with 4 bonfires. So, check it out, I guess. Alright, we gotta sign our workers. Every day. I need to remember this. This is important. Also, I'm thinking about doing the tomb here upgraded early. No, we need to get the actual thing. And we're gonna put the sewage plant over here because I'm gonna try to get the pumpkins. I'm gonna try. Let's start with the extra unit. Great question. There is a... Sorry about my voice. I've lost it. Still haven't found it. There is a scientist. It's this eyeball guy. See him down here? When you unlock him, he will occasionally show up. Like at the end of the month, he'll show up here, and he'll ask to study one of your units. If you let him do that, you will lose the unit that run. It's gone. In fact, this last run that we just did, we could have given away our dinosaur, and we've lost the run. So we gave away a different unit, less important. Well, I've been doing that. I just gave away like a Yeti because he was like my secondary tank. And what that means, it's added to a pool that is now permanently part of your choices, the pool of choices that you can start your future runs with every time. You can pick 1 unit to start the game with. Costs you 10 of your normal starting cash though. You have 10 less coins. But you can have a unit. And in this case, I've done that. I've got my Yeti. And that pool is actually shared across both human and undead. You might have unselected him on accident. I've done that several times where I'll select him, unselect him, maybe go and check like the curse thing, come back, check it, it's something, it gets unselected. So you gotta make sure it stays on. Tark, you fell in love with the game? It is addictive. Few days playing, but the amount of time playing is... Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Is there any way for us to get gold? I don't think so. I don't think we're going to get the tree beard over here. I'm a little bit sad about this. Beholder's your choice of boss guild? Oh, nice. Yeah. I still have workers to assign. We've got some bones. Let's have a look here. Get our stones to blocks. I don't have any gold. I probably was overzealous with our dragon going around doing dragon things. Dragging me down. Spawn more rats. No, it's just gonna be start getting our blocks going is what it's gonna be. I'll put that right next to the teleporter here. Oh, that's right. So now that we're on Curse, some of you guys have not seen Curse at all. Now that we're on Curse, in addition to the difficulty, we now have a mini boss, mini boss, because these are mini bosses. A mini boss that'll spawn all the time. That's this guy. This is why you need to have tanks. Tanks are very important once you start going Curses, because these guys are just going to charge you. I think we both have minimum ranges. Oh my goodness. Minimum range. Yep, minimum range. We're just gonna die, aren't we? Because I completely forgot about minimum range. Wow. We got him! Yeti! Alright, get your shields back. Shields up. Come on, chat, give us the shields up. That's right. Thanks, Sadasha. Oh, they're back again.
Sarjo just redeemed Mechabellum. Shields up.
Alright, we were distracted there. We did miss out on 2 workers because of this. Not great. Now, I am going to want to do a pumpkin farm if we're going to try to get the pumpkin thing going. Even though we don't have the achievements like the relics this time. We are going to want to. It's only 5. So sad. We're not going to get Treebeard. Really excited to see him. I wish they stayed. Yeah, it's 1 more health than we needed. He had 1 health. Literally 1 health left. I didn't have the 4 gold. I've been poor. Was not an option.
A fateful choice. I don't care.
We actually... If it was his last round, I would have done it. He's not there, is he? Nice gone. Now, I know next day we're going to have the offer for a unit show up. Is it worth... I mean, I've got some extra bones. Feels bad, but let's do it. Are we out of rocks already? Wow. Enoch, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're here. I think my alert page is all broken down. It's not giving me audio warnings. I'm going to see if I can fix that again. We've had so many issues today, technical issues. Or maybe it's just delayed. For some reason, I have to resave this every stream. I have no idea why. Alright, that should be back up and running. The alert page wants the cookies. Oh, we gotta do Chalice. The freeze is amazing, especially if we're gonna go freeze build though. Like, cause this guy does extra damage based on if they're frozen. But it's so early, I've gotta do the Chalice. And I don't want to put it on the Observer, because I want the Observer to do damage. So we need another unit. Oh my goodness. He's back. Alright, workers. Workers. Does this discover pumpkins? I don't know if it will. Let's just, for science, let's start digging over here, see if any pumpkins show up. We needed the blocks for the pumpkin farm, that's right. It's definitely noticeable. Without the AoE, it's definitely noticeable how different this is. By the way, I don't think this thing's giving me any stuff unless I equip it, right? We're about to find that out too. We have 1 faith. Yeah, I think it is only thickets, graves, and stones, and then there's a relic that lets you, instead of stones, you get bones. Porky, I think you're correct. I think you're correct. I also don't know how to do this to die a peaceful death.
Did everyone see my flourish?
Ooh. Bone to 2 paper in the paper mill. As long as the 13 rats. Now this is great. This is really good. Or we could do the pumpkins. Ah! We can't do any of them yet. Also, we have another faith. Why are we getting faith? How am I getting faith? Is this giving me faith? Or is it something else? The church is giving me taxes, gold. And I've had my guys set on coins as well. He was not there. They didn't know anything. Suspicious. Rogues do poison. They do ice. Let's do this. It still need AoE, chat. We still desperately need AoE. And I might, because we did get our faith from this, I might go ahead and equip this on him. We've got a DPS character already. Somebody's got to be the one carrying the chalice. I guess the witch isn't there. I just have to keep exploring. But we are gonna 372. We're gonna challenge one of these. Now that we got another character. This is up. How far up the leaderboard? We're actually almost pushed out of the top 300. Almost out of the top 300. It was like 298, and then we've been playing for however long the stream has been going, right? So in that much time, we probably got knocked out. Oh, you mean going up from here? No, I think because the apple's here, it's like, this is the spot. I think I've already gotten this spot. Pretty sure. And I thought I did that before. Oh, we did, and then we failed that run. I guess I can click this. And we got gnomes. Restore the gnome village. So what that would do is that would give me a chance for more pumpkins, I believe. I'd mentioned before doing the 30 thickets and the animal challenge together. How did I do that? So geologists will, when they dig, they're not only going to give you stone and ore, they will give you thickets. Get more than one geologist. Put them to work. Dig up all the thickets. Mine the stone, mine the ore, so there's more room for thickets. Dig up all the get all the thickets, and then you get your 30. Now you can chop the thickets to get your animals, but I wanted the 30 first and then chop. But I also, on top of that, I had a secret weapon, and that was a relic that I found that gave an animal for every 8 thickets on your board every day. So by building up my thickets, I was still getting my animals. And, you know, when you have 24 thickets, that's 3 animals a day, and it was just stacking up. So I ended up with like more than 30 thickets, and then I got them both. All right, we got to assign stuff. I need six blocks for the pumpkin farm. We have kind of just enough food for one more day, so we need to make sure that pumpkin farm happens now. Get one more of those. And then we need to get our walls going. Thank you for the reminder on the workers. Got one more now. This guy's adding them really fast. Yeah, potentially, I can get a, ghost going this run. Fully upgrade the tavern. Wow. It's a lot. We could do the Banshee, but I don't know if I was really impressed with it. Little huts in your gold mine. Not sure you can build multiple huts, though. Never used them yet. The geologists? You mean? Yeah, you can get the geologist from your gold mine and the hut. I think you can build multiple geologist huts. Like, so you can get 3 working at a time. I know I did. I know I did 2. I might have done 3. This is not a good time. Well, we did get that at least. Nice. Yeah, we got some single target. I need AoE, but we got some single target. Oh, even more. What do I enjoy more? Humans or undead? Definitely humans. But undead is it's an interesting challenge. But I just enjoy the humans. I think it's just more of the it feels more like a city builder. This is more of a puzzle. That's more of a builder, I feel. Oh, you never scroll down on the list of these things? Because yeah, there's huts down there, geologist huts. On the human side. Okay, we need to get a house. Soul Hunter. Need to get my blood stuff going too, don't I? But we got pumpkins now, so we should be able to use the rats. We got plenty of rats, so we can do the Soul Hunter. Yeah, let's get that rolling. Not the Soul Hunter, the blood bank to get a few. We want to try to get. Oh, we already have that. We'll get the decoration. To get the decoration going. Because I want more faith, and if I can get the faith in time, then we can pick up our Death Priest. Get at least a little bit of AoE. And I want to try to get the... Oh, I can do it now. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. None of them are new. I think it's going to be the health. The piercing, does that... Is that the number of times that this guy attacks? He doesn't have the stat. It'd be amazing on this guy. But I don't think that works that way. I don't think it works that way. Now, burn immunity is actually really good on a couple bosses, but we're going to try to avoid that anyway. It's really sad dropping, not like skipping a legendary to go for a common. But a common on our tank is going to really help us a lot, I think. Oh. I'm out of money again. Well, if we hadn't built that, and instead we had built the thief, we might have had enough money. That piercing's really good with vampire. Does it actually trigger the pierce though? I mean, I get it. It would hit if it's hitting more than one target, but like, does it actually trigger? Restart the day. I did this last night. I did this the day before. Now it does have these things, so does it say pierce somewhere? No. So this guy has the bow icon, but he doesn't have the pierce. Would those all pierce? Like, would that have been amazing on him? Because what I thought was like they have to have the actual stat, and then you can increase the stat by +1. But if they don't have the stat, it doesn't. Oh, you're out of range, aren't you? The splash hits that. Everybody's out of range. Oh, that's so awful. And you got the beholder. Pierce should work with all projectiles that increase how many enemies the projectile passes through, right? I don't think it does. I think it should, but I don't think it does. It's a similar problem I have with that area stat item, because yes, a lot of units hit in an area, but there's also the stat on the cards, and that's the only stat that I see go up. Right? If they don't have the stat, and even though they can equip it without that stat on their card. So I wonder if it's the same with the Pierce. Well, food, they're actually bringing in these pumpkins, so hopefully they'll arrive. Like, I'm getting rats, I'm getting pumpkins, like it should be doing something. It's 8 gold? How much was this guy? 9? Oh, you're kidding me. We might get another tax. We did. I don't really think this guy's actually that good. In fact, aren't we able to already recruit him somewhere? Maybe not. Oh yeah, we have to check all this stuff. Catapult. That's right, we looked at that. We do want that. Wait a minute, what just happened to my gold? We haven't collected. Panic. Yeah, he's a mage. He does okay. He spreads a lot of fatigue. And I haven't unlocked the passive yet, so it's good to have. It's good to have. Nice. We got 5 blood. Speed by 30% 4 units or the snow globe. Oh, we're totally doing the freeze targets. Because we got the knight just now, so that's where the speed thing is coming from. But yeah, we're gonna do that. Is my... No, we'll probably have the knight level and then have him go do the questing. Extra bloats. Let's get some rats. Okay, so right now we got 2 rats. That needs to change. So we need to get some bones. Cat, I cannot see. You need to lay down. Oh, the river, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sadly, it's probably only gonna get these 2 and not the rest of them. do they need again? Faith. Lots of faith. I can use up our rats for a minute. Well, I guess we're gonna use one. Oh, this one's corrupted. That's good. I do want to get a thief to get some more income going. We need to get our soul hunter up and running because the pumpkins are going to run out. We're not going to be using that. So we need the soul hunter like right now. That's the ooze. Which means we're going to want to grab this too. So normally I don't grab the extra rats, but I'm going to do it this time. And then who gets the building? The pumpkins. Just a note, as we're building the soul hunter, for the soul hunter to work, you have to assign all 3 of the workers at once. Otherwise, the 2 will just, like 1 or 2 will just sit there. They'll go hunt a bloat for you. And then you get 3 food out of the deal. I don't have 3 available right now, so this is a tomorrow thing. What rank am I on humans roughly? We're about rank 300. Technically, we were rank 4 global at one point. I even have a video on that. But that was because that was like the day it was released and I had already had access to it as a content creator. I had access to it for like the weekend prior. So I had like 3 or 4 or 5 days head start. But that meant I was rank 4 out of all the other content creators and still maintained it into when everyone had access to it. They just didn't have the sheer amount of time to play it. Now everyone's caught up. So we're trying to maintain some sort of competitiveness and we're hanging around 300, which I think is respectable. Better than I thought I would. Yeah, we're getting the bloats for food and for the blood bank. Like, we're going to get 5 blood from them as well. I just upgraded that. But I don't ever want to do a bloat without that. Like, that's a waste. Yeah, you use souls to upgrade your zombies. I don't know what the statistics of the zombie change is. Like, it looks different. That's cool. But what does it do? Are they moving faster? Do they carry 2 instead of 1? Like, I don't actually know what they're doing. Speed makes sense.
You got a dark curse upon you.
A price must be paid for great power.
Oh yeah.
He's all about that. Okay. These are all great, but we're going to do the damage. And because we already got the mana going as well. So, workers. We're out of pumpkins, it looks like. Those are growing. It's a rat day. No, we should get our bloats. We shouldn't need to eat all of our rats. We need more rats. Like, let me wait on that.
I am one with the universe.
The pumpkin. The pumpkin, chat. It's here. Okay, we're gonna switch to this. There's a book. Some great stuff. But we want to be the pumpkin. Zulfur Knight asks, how was the brown butter maple pumpkin cookies? They were amazing. They're all consumed, I think. You didn't take any pictures? Can you make more and you can take pictures then?
One child is supposed to be making them for competition.
One of our kids is going to make them for a competition. Like they're competition worthy, by the way, chat. So we'll take pictures of when she makes them. Also, the recipe is on our Discord in the Skills of an Artist section. I will share that link. You can join Discord, check out the Skills of an Artist, make the cookies yourselves. These cookies are to celebrate the fact that we broke 2,000 followers and we're already almost 2050 now. Incredible. You guys are amazing. Okay, workers. Mr. Druski's also letting me know that we've almost broken 900 over on YouTube. If we could get that 1,000, that would be a huge milestone. YouTube unlocks a bunch of like the partner perks at 1,000. So that would be a huge help. Okay, we've got some blood here. Can we use that for anything? Not doing the candy store this time. PT Break, thank you for the follow. And Tark, I don't know, did I say hello last, like, it was 30 minutes ago. I think I did. But I'm glad you're here too. And PT Break, thank you. Don't we need blood to upgrade? Is it the house? Yes, that's what it is. YouTube? Well, we've had some content of this on YouTube, yes, and it's been a neat ride. A lot of people really enjoying it, it seems. Hoping to get some, like, put this out there. This will be my first Undead couple of videos that we're doing. The problem is that we had some connection issues, so the video itself I'll probably have to splice together, render it overnight, and then upload it. It is going to take twice as long. Okay, we're up to 7 ooze. I can technically do the burrow here to spawn extra rats, because we need to have 13 rats. And we don't. We don't have them. I want to make sure we got lots of bloats, so I'm tempted to do that. What else can we use the ooze on? It's going to be used in the paper mill, but I think it's, yeah, we'll undo that eventually, probably just to make room for things. Speaking of making room. And no pumpkins. We learned that too. Wasn't there still something else I want to do with blocks? I know I just looked, but wasn't there? What? It might have been these. Ronka asks, how do you gather the pumpkin? Great question. You build a pumpkin farm. Remember, if you're brand new to Undead, you've got to assign your workers, which I failed to do. Look at that. Sick. Yeah. You only get one thing done per skeleton, and then they crumble. If you've got mausoleums, they're going to build new ones over the course of the day. You need to assign those. I failed to do that. I failed to assign them because we were talking. But basically, you need to do that. Now, one of the problems with pumpkins is that it'll tell you there's these 11 deposits. It'll tell you the deposits, but it's not going to tell you that only, in this case, 0 of them are harvestable because we've already done that. The rest are growing. So right now, I can't assign any here. If I did, it would just be, they wouldn't do anything. Now, I am just learning that you can make pumpkins grow more with the sewer lines. So that's why we're trying to do this, and specifically placing this in such a way that I can catch some of these pumpkins on the sewer line. Because if they're on the sewer line, they'll get corrupted, and whenever they regrow from being harvested, you got to harvest them. When they're regrowing, they'll regrow an extra pumpkin, like next to them. That's where this guy came from. PT break. Does anyone run out of stone? Yes, and that's because you, my friend, you are playing like a human and not an undead. On the human run, graveyards only matter for a little bit of happiness and a way to allocate your units down here when they die, right? In this case, it is not. Graveyard is actually it's the equivalent of a geologist. You go and dig. You need a graveyard. It's a core building of your undead build. So you go around, and by digging that, I've dug up a bunch of rocks, some thickets, some graves. Graves are more workers, by the way. And so you need your graveyard. 100%. That's your problem. Is sewer only because of luck? No, sewer is when you click these pools. And you create the ooze pool here, and then you click them again and upgrade to make the sewer. So you upgrade the sewer, upgrade the ooze pool, then upgrade the sewer. And then the sewer line, if it's touching, see how these pumpkins are mutated? So when we harvest them, and when they grow back, they should grow back with more. Yeah, I've learned a lot just on these last 2 runs as well, right alongside you guys. My thing to click. There it is. Provoke. Can we become the pumpkin? Yes, the pumpkin. Because I'm trying to get the halfling done while we're doing this run. More pumpkins. And can we send you on a quest? Yeah, if you hold Alt, so Alt not only shows what's clickable on the map. See how the lake here gets that border? It's also what causes your food list to show up and the tribe list here. Alt is wildly useful. I'm clicking it all the time because it's also my push to talk. So that's why you're seeing it on my screen all the time. I've had a number of people ask, how are all those things showing up on your screen all the time? And, is that an unlockable perk? No, it's just because I happen to overlap with the use on Alt. Left Alt. We could do that rage on our Yeti. It's actually pretty great. Oh yeah, the siege. Yeah, we can still do that. Not a huge fan. Like, I don't mind Tesla, but the range is really short. Not a huge fan of the others. We could grab the Holy Tree. Maybe I do, because we are trying to get 50 faith to unlock the gnomes there. This is kind of bad, but I'd rather do it now than when we're on an even harder mode. Because we need 50 faith for that. This is not ideal. This is gonna hurt us, but if the harder we go, the more difficult that's gonna be to unlock. And I don't want to regress. I don't want to not do a curse run at this point. The Sky Shield, which charges Rejuvenate to regen, changes Rejuvenate to regen shield. So anything do anything for mana units? I don't know. There's so many things I don't know. And how does Rage work? I don't know. It says builds up when attacking if not full, 20% if not full, 20% damage increase while in rage. So it builds up till you're in rage. But what actually happens when you're like, because I feel like this is also using as like a health pool, like a shield. I'm not really sure. Oh yeah, by the way, we got 12 blocks. We're not doing anything. But all of our workers chat. Oh my goodness. Almost wasted the whole day. Go forth and work, my minion. Okay, we just missed. Like, we got it just in time for most of them. 4 didn't make it. Thank you, Durney. Yeah, I completely forgot. That's the thing, is you guys are my priority, not necessarily winning a game. So we're talking, we're having a good time, and I'm just like, here, let me just unpause and let the game run in the background.
Hey, Lesarjo just redeemed Mechabellum, shields up.
That's my new reminder. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, we can try sending the rogue. Now we do want to get these built just so that we get the extra strength of the gate and everything per day. I'm gonna see, like, I know we could do the library and all that too, and I probably should be. Thief it up. And because of the rats, I already feel like I have fewer slots. I got, what, 1 slot left? I can't do it. This is going to be a mausoleum for the teleport. I only have 1 slot left. Can't do it. Yes, you placed the flags. Oh my goodness, there's so many little things that the game does not tell you. It's not your fault. The game hasn't told you that. I mean, actually, it might have told you once, but it's not your fault because there's so many things going on, all right? So yeah, you can either click the button here or press G. You place the flag, and you can tell it where to look. And so we're populating this whole, like, this area over here was empty. Now we filled it up with graves and thickets and whatnot, so I've moved the flag. And you actually want them to be closer to where you're mining the stuff, so like mining the rocks. I want it closer, less travel time. But I was putting over there as a bit of an experiment to see if we could get pumpkins, which looks like you can't. And I think we knew that ahead of time. But yeah, you place it and you want to generally put it nearby where the gatherers are going to be. Okay, I do like the idea of area, but does anyone actually get area here? Technically, this guy says he has area. I don't know. I don't trust it. Place a unit on a tower. How would I do that? Yeah, this is just the one task. Very good point. Very good point. But they still have to mine and then walk back to drop it off. So it is important, but they've got to walk back and drop it off. They're not having to do it again, which is where the real cost of time is, but even so. Yeah, the poison immunity, we don't care. The courage, I don't think I care. I'm just going to grab the area and then just hold on to it, I think. Because even though I could put it on this, the headless guy does do an area attack. I don't think it, like, we've talked about this several times already. Yes, there's an area, but it doesn't have the stat. And without the stat, I don't have a guarantee that it's increasing. If it has a stat, I put on there, it goes up. I know it goes up. I need to actually get my... I need to stop chewing through all those. Okay, and we've got our 14 rats, so we should be able to do the extra bloat every morning. So we're gonna be swimming in some bloats. So like, so you see this guy, he actually has an area, but I don't know if that's gonna increase at all, so. Normally I just get another carrier here. I think we're going to focus instead on upgrading it like this. If that's the case, maybe I need to get something to spend my ooze on. Maybe it's going to be the ghost. If that's the case, then should I increase happiness? That's cool with this shield thing, but I don't think it's going to apply to me here. So, Radiance it is. I do feel like we need more tanks. I feel like Yeti is an excellent off tank and he does good damage, but I need a main tank, and it's not going to be the A-bomb. You don't get nuns, but you do get the thief. And because of that shortage of That's why I went for the holy tree here, because getting faith is tough. And this needs 50 more faith. I want to get that out of my hair. That's just done. Hey, we got coal. Isn't there a large building that gives faith? Nope. If you're human, there is. So human has a lot of options for faith. Yeah, it's a small one here. I built one. We want to upgrade it, but it's also very expensive to do with books. Technically, I can build another one with blood. But this is my last slot, and I've already said I want to make a mausoleum here. Oh. Oh, that's not good. This is why you need more tanks. That's not good. Okay, so we are going to get a lot of these souls. Let's go ahead and get the Banshee going too. And I guess we can get a tank from here, right? So, might go a little crazy on units now. Maybe just a bit. But we did add the chambers, so at least we had some amount of XP for them. Need gold now to unlock slots. Zerg, that's a great question. Honestly, I hadn't really thought about it, but I love the idea. Yeah, we still don't have like any area stat. That's been a big problem, hasn't it? But this shouldn't be a bad run to have both the Banshee and the Vampire, because we've got the extra bloat every day. With that extra bloat every day, that means we're going to have, you know, tons of souls, tons of blood. So it should be okay. But now I kind of wish I had that item to put something on the wall. I guess we can send somebody on a quest. That feels really bad, but let's do it. Did we go through all those pumpkins again? I guess we have. Oh, Headless Horseman uses pumpkins? That's hilarious. Yeah, we're gonna try to get that going too. That is hilarious. Gippy, you're absolutely right. We should be getting the Death Priest. We talked about it at the beginning. Now it's kind of a food thing. Can we do it? We can grab a bunch of those too, can't we? I don't think he goes on the wall either. Do any of our new characters have that stat? The area they don't. Ugh. I'm just gonna throw it on you. Lose that rogue. Need another tank for the other side. No. Somebody be a useful engineer. Wow. It's painful. Banshee gets rage? Huh. Didn't expect that. They're still in trouble. That was a huge AoE. I really need to just pick up the other guy, don't I? That was painful. We didn't have our beholder to do damage there either. Yeah, I agree to move the Yeti up. It's just I need more tiles. It's just a matter of not having the gold, and we might end up having to get this guy. If I'd rather not. I'd rather get a portal. Bring in new units. Yes, and the siege units, but the pylons cost books, and we've got a lot of books to do. We haven't even upgraded our main castle yet with books. I actually feel like we do have enough skeletons, don't we? Because we're close to being able to upgrade that. Genetically engineered pumpkin. We need blend 2 for gold. It's true, we need all the things. Yeti's missing. Madness. Monsters with fear have their armor and resistance halved. Okay. All the unlocks. I do have a bunch of rats sitting around. Let's do this for a bit. Will Druski use all of his skeletons? I didn't even know that was going on. Okay, so what was the prediction? Zero versus okay. Nobody cared. Fair enough. Nobody wanted to be called out for having doubts. I could click another thing here. $40, and then there's like that 81 over here somewhere. Oh, it's not possible yet. So many units. At least we can feed them, and we're feeding them with good food. Like this is As far as food goes, it's great. We just don't have any AoE and siege. Or money. None of these can fit on a tower. Except for my tank. Yeah, we are trying to save up faith.
Mind and spirit.
We could do this. I gotta see it. And plus it's new. Okay, so this means we wouldn't use ooze at all, but we get 2 over here. So if we do that, we need to do a lot of these. Interesting. How come my thing isn't showing up? It shows up here. One of everything. Yeah. Skeleton. Now I'm like extra conscious because there's poles going out. Wow. This guy's not a tank, so I'm a little worried about that. Even the vampire is arguably not a tank. Because she's causing fear. We got multiple sources of fear, and we're benefiting from it now. Definitely need to get that going. I'm trying to scroll out here. There we go. 15. We're still not growing that many pumpkins. I need to start chopping all these thickets. I can find out where. I might need to remove graves for bloats. Where's the thicket thing? It's right here. It needs blood. Now hold on, the Death Priest can go on a tower, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're actually gonna buy him. Get him levels. And just barely feed him. Food's actually becoming a problem again. Still no siege. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. There's a catapult. But, like, not being able to put stuff... Not being able to move stuff forward is a problem. We're going to be stuck with an A-bomb, too. Iron Shield. That's not worth it. Yeah, we got rats all over, don't we? We're trying to Pumpkin King, but it still is only 15 pumpkins. So I think we're going to upgrade our hero first over, because we need 50 for the hero, 50 for the, whatever these guys were, the gnomes. But I'm not confident in our build here. We've got a lot of stuff, but suddenly we can't feed them. I don't know what happened there. I signed a bunch of... Well, the rats got eaten by this thing. This thing. But I signed... I guess we're out of pumpkins, but I thought I did... Oh, the storage is full. Okay, so it's a house thing. We need more carriers. So that's what happened. Not good. I don't know if this helps if they don't have shield at all. Now we've got one unit with a shield. So I could technically have the knight be a shield out here. Throw this on him. Fine. We'll see. Rats are out of control. Bloats are out of control. Here, stop getting all the bloats. $16 pumpkins. We're still not gonna get pumpkins in time. Must have more. I guess it's up to like 40 some shield. We just dropped it all. Oh my goodness, he's dropped all of it. Spoke way too soon. It's all because they're all hungry too. We have food now. I have not mentioned this in like an hour or two, but I feel like I must. I need to apologize. Again, this is not my normal voice, nor is it my normal energy level. I have been sick, but I'm still trying to be able to stream and be there for you. This is not me. It's the imposter Druski. Okay, we got our 50. Increase area, monsters of radiance deal even less damage. Increase radiance effect. Yeah, I don't know why gnome was blocked there. PT, we didn't do the gnome because I'm just not confident in the damage output that we have. I do still need to get these done. For gnomes, I know. In fact, we might even do the altar here just to get the faith back up and running. But we have so many units to upgrade.
Pastor Druski is my hero.
Arxanis, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you so much. Kippy, what did I forget? Killing bloats but not turn the upgrade. Whoa, whoa, whoa. How long has that been off? Oh, it might have been off when we turned on. So one of the recent patches. By the way, there was an ad going, just in case you didn't hear it. Arxanis, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you for that. Yeah, where's the blood? So, thank you for pointing it out. I did not realize, but I know what happened. So when we spent all of our coins, when we went down to 0, as soon as you go down to 0, all of those auto things get used up. All of them. And it's horrible because I never know to turn it back on. So yeah, this got turned off automatically, and I didn't know I needed to turn it on. So that's game breaking right there. Horrible. We're stuck with it though. Thank you for pointing it out. I would have just kept going, blissfully unaware, and still wondering where all the blood is. Yeah, 100%. You've been enjoying the Super Fantasy videos, Arxanis? Nice, and I'm glad you're learning. I've been learning along with everyone else. This is a community thing. We're all teaching each other. We don't want blood? We kind of do. So many rats. Oh my goodness, look at the rats. Like, we need blood in order to make the library here. I need blood to upgrade my vampire. The name, I hate you, Kenny. Thank you so much for the follow. I didn't want to call it out just in case there was any Kennys in the audience, but thank you for being here. We do want siege. I agree. We do want siege. We got to keep getting all this. Also, can I upgrade Banshee? Just enough. Because we have a bunch of fear items, and I've not actually gotten this unlocked yet, so I'd really like to do that. And now suddenly we have more blood than we know what to do with. And we need the golems. Yep, we need the golems. I'm still working on the castle. There's so much to do. We might have been distracted for most of the run. Perhaps. Perhaps. Yeah, it's only like 50 blood or so. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What were we going to do with it anyway? Probably squander it away. Quippy! Hello, hello. Paint the town red. Yeah, something like that. We got way too many units. At least we're feeding them. Okay. We need to actually look at this because we do have 2 slots. One needs to be the siege mode, siege thing. I could build a bulwark here. My problem is we haven't been upping the stats of this at all. Well, I do feel like our tanks are not tanks, so I feel like we need it. Missing paper. We've got 50 rats already. We've already done that quest. Mana would be really good on our DPS. I don't want to put shield on this guy. I want a real tank. He applies weakness now. Kwame, exactly. This is the first curse run after unlocking it for Undead. Now we've beaten curse 3 for Bonfire on Human. That's a whole different story, whole different game. So here we are. You get our carriers doing their job. I feel like we've so many things that we've just plain missed out on. I still feel like we need more carriers. Like we're not getting any blocks. I can't get this upgraded because there's just nobody's doing blocks. And where's all of our zombies? I've got 2 assigned. flank on the right's hurting. I really don't want to pick up the A-bomb. Deviathan, 1073, that's incredible. Nice work, my friend. Number 242. Congrats and well earned. Yeah, we need this. That's exactly why I'm here on Undead. You got to get the stars over here too. Exactly right. Feels so bad, but I think we're gonna click him. How much does that cost? 18? Because we're gonna want this 24 and that corner. Like we want both corners. I feel like we have very few items this run. I think it's rejuvenate. Throw that on our A-bomb. And then we desperately hope we can get our 50 faith over here. A wild Gardevier has followed. Thank you so much. Glad you're here. Can we upgrade the faith thing? Yes, but it costs books. Books are not really being produced, even though we're dedicating all these things. They need blood as well. Next dragon, thank you as well. I'm glad you're here too. So, like 2 days ago, we broke 2,000, and then since then, you guys we've had another 50 followers. That's amazing. Similarly, over on YouTube, it's been awesome. I'm glad you guys have been enjoying this game. I enjoy it. There might be somebody out there who does not know this. This game was made by a solo dev, a solitary dev. You need to go to the Discord. You can find it on the main page. You go to the Discord. And you need to tell him thank you, and you're doing a great job, and encourage him. I mean, I think he already is being encouraged, but you need to tell him he did awesome. Because it's just one guy. Oh, that's a huge amount of faith. It's very helpful. We're actually getting close to breaking the 1,000 over on YouTube. I'm not going to end it yet because we're still hunting this guy. Is it just one? Why is it just one guy? You can get him. Get that bloat. Never surrender. Can it be done? Fox Score. This is a painful subject. Today was supposed to, well, I have a YouTube channel, but today was supposed to be, there it goes. Today was supposed to be my very first multi-stream to both Twitch and YouTube. It failed. We are only on Twitch. I'm going to try again tomorrow, but I don't really know how to fix it. So I'm going to probably be up late tonight trying to fix that. But I was trying to get that to be a multi-stream Twitch and YouTube because some of you, YouTube is what you prefer. Once we have another stream, I technically can't be telling anyone on Twitch to go watch it somewhere else. But right now, there is nowhere else to watch. It is right here. This is the only place to be. I don't know if he can kill him. I think he had to have 3, and the other 2 went to bed. Or something. You pay for no ads there? Totally understandable. I want to be able to have it there for you. I tried real hard. I've been sick. I stayed up all day yesterday trying to get it set up. Thought I did, and it was not. We spent like the first hour of today's stream trying to get that working. A lot of people being very patient. Speaking of being patient, I don't think this is happening. I think he's gonna have to come back tomorrow. I've not seen that happen though. Road building, correct. We need to. We need to.
My spirit is strong.
Oh, you didn't give me the... Did I already have it though? I thought... Yeah, we just haven't done it. So we already have unlocked that. Okay. I was looking for the beholder. We have a good chance of both upgrading both the Banshee and the Ghost. Allies 20% cooldown? That seems amazing. Hold on. Oh, but wait. The allied to the right and the diagonally up and left? What is that? What is that? What is that positioning?
Pastor Druski is my hero.
Okay, well, we're going to try to use that. And Kippy, thank you for the sub as well. What is that? Okay, we got a bunch of rats and that's it. We're down to rats. Are there any bloats left? Yeah, there's still 3. Update. What, 18? Hold on. I thought we were more than that. Got a clearer going. Kippy had the exact same reaction. Well, yeah. And even then, you gotta go to sleep. I get it. I understand. Vacation time over in 5 hours. I am so glad you spent the last few precious moments here with us on stream. Get your rest. Have a good day tomorrow. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, it's a boss fight. It's good to remember these things. This guy's doing a-okay. It says shooting 4, but that looked like 6. Yeah, that's 6. You're going crazy. He's shooting 6. Lost a rogue. Losing. They're dropping like flies. Thought he was coming back for a second. Not doing minions. We could do the Necronomicon. But honestly, there's so many guys. I don't think we're going to have an opportunity for barriers to stack. He's got somebody to put that on all the time. Let's do the feasting. I don't really have that many minions. Get my siege. Yes, yes, we need to do that. Well, I still need 12 for the walls. Oh my goodness. Because we need the walls to be growing. You got to get that first. Could have had barrier stacking. This is actually probably worth it. I know we're trying to save up. It's day 21 though. We got time.
Hey, Desarjo just redeemed Mechabellum. Shields up.
Woot! Hello, my friend. Welcome, Raiders. I apologize for my voice. I am sick. I lost my voice. I am an imposter. But we are over here playing Super Fantasy Kingdom. We are also playing on the second faction, the Undead faction, and on hard mode. So there's a lot going on. But how was your stream, Woot? I hope you had a great stream. Dead guy to the graveyard. It's too late now. Was that the die a peaceful death thing? Horrible like every stream. This building's patch. Tomorrow's Halloween. Okay, fair enough. You know what else is tomorrow? For those who are unaware, tomorrow is also Reformation Day. It'll be the 500th and 8th anniversary of the nailing of 95 Theses on the door of the church in Wittenberg, Germany. Party time. Yeah, but we had a death. So for those who don't know, and joining from Woot's stream, this is a city builder roguelite auto battler, PvE, and I would equate this to when we were playing. Some of you might have been around when we were playing Nordhold, where it's a tower defense in that case, but you also have like a, kind of a two-sided thing. You got the economic side building up a town, and every game you have like kind of similar options. The metagame will unlock more things. But it's up to you to decide what order to buy things, how to navigate this town. Meanwhile, survive. And this is very similar to that concept, even though it feels much less like a tower defense, because even though these heroes act like towers, they don't necessarily move. they all. I'm not creating a maze. I'm not trying to find choke points or anything. We're just trying to survive. We've got to get our tanks, you know, to block enemies. In addition to building the town, and defending ourselves, there's also exploring the map. It's a big map. And what happens is the farther you get in the game, the more meta progression you get. The meta progression is permanent map exploration. So, and also base slots available. So when you first start, you have very little, you know very little. But then as you start progressing, you get these glory score up here. Currently reading 324. And the farther you get, that's like a high watermark for that run that will be across your account. So right now, 324, any roads that needed that to unlock, that's like a threshold in order to unlock, they'll be unlocked this run. They'll also be unlocked for all future runs at 324. If I go higher than that, any further progression I can make is still going to be unlocked for all permanently for all runs. So it's a watermark. It's a milestone. It's not a resource that gets consumed. Even though the next run it'll start over, it'll be at 0 again. Because I at this run had got 324, I will have gotten all the progression associated with that. So it's the meta progression is huge in this. It always like the incentive to come back and play another run is huge. And there's a leaderboard. So currently, on the human side, the human and undead both have separate leaderboards. I'm trying to actually do an undead run here, try to improve there. But on the human side, we're on the top 300. Undead, probably top 3,000. And there was an ad that entire time. You guys missed the entire explanation. I guess go back and watch the VOD. I can't talk too much. I've lost my voice. But no, there's a lot going on. Tons of meta progression, tons of rewarding. Like here's what I'm exploring this, and I got some unlocks. There's a character here. This is me. And Mort over here, we might be able to recruit. He doesn't talk much though. So we're gonna end up talking with him multiple times. But then this road that I just did is now going to be unlocked for all my future runs. However, another thing that you can do for future runs are these pedestals. I don't know if I got other examples of them. But this pedestal will give me a resource, one more resource at the start of every future run from here on out. So if I get enough of those, I can have a much stronger economic head start every run, which is very helpful. And neither of these give me an item. Also, I have not used workers. I've not used my workers. Five faith away from getting the gnomes. So each one of my units is doing a different thing. We have to pick what we're prioritizing, who gets equipment, who gets upgraded, who gets leveled, who gets fed. Sometimes they don't. Oh, they didn't. I didn't realize the bad weather. We didn't hunt any bloats. So I've got some tanks up front. We got some AoE and some sniper type units. I want to get a nice cohesion. Restore the gnome village. They're very happy about this. So now the gnomes will visit on day 12. Okay, we can start working on siege, chat. I know you guys have been very patient. We need that bulwark as well. $24 and $26, so we need another 50. $19. There's no way we're getting the pumpkins for the quest. Okay, we are doing a fair amount of poison, but we're going to do the charge because we want to get the unlocks. Meta progression. It's an item. Ooh. So wetness increases the duration of status effects by 25%. The coin bad's great, but we're getting towards the end of the run. The cooldown's fine. I think wetness is what we're going to do, and I'm probably going to throw it on that ghost. Ooh, time out. It is time to upgrade. I think it's the observer, yeah. Ba, 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 ba. All right, so now it's 2% per mana. He's got 83 mana. He's doing some damage. He's trapped in there. Did I lose my A-bomb already? Wow. We're getting ruffle stomped. We were doing okay, and then we weren't. Alright, well that's that run. We're not going to spend that banish after all. Not the run, but it still hurts. So we can use a banish to redo the run. And we shall. We're going to pick the other enemy type and not get the item, I guess. I also don't really need the charge. Perhaps for optimization here. Yeah, we're gonna check all the things. Don't even have any potion. We do fatigue, we do barrier. Not a huge fan. Cannon is so inaccurate. I think the Observer already has 3 mana. I'm pretty sure. You can double check. Yeah, because we had to reset. Like, it was swapped, but now the whole day's set over. We're gonna do cannon. It is an AoE stun. Yeah, we got our 3 items on him. We haven't been able to upgrade him yet either. You know, we might, rather than upgrading the holder, we might actually upgrade 2 other guys. Because poison does a couple of debuffs for me now. Might even need the ooze. Though I'm not going to get this benefit yet. But if we can survive this round, I think we'll need it. Bulwarks is cool. Yeah, we do need the bulwark too. Need the bulwark, and then that. So we're not doing the ooze because we're going to need the tower. Siege engine. So just not doing the jouster, even though that got me an item. I'm not doing it. Like, those guys are mean. Yeah, I don't think we ever got Lich. We just didn't have money. We were poor all game long. We also had several units show up from the lock, you know, the X marks the spots. So we had more units than we knew what to do with. And just buying the slots for the units is too expensive. So we gotta decide, are we upgrading the Beholder? He does a lot more single target damage, but that's more for boss waves. I think it's more important to get these 2 upgrades going on these other 2 units. More attacks more often. A-bomb. Alright, he's alive. Barely. Hang in there, boys. All right, we got 6 books again. It's 3 times. $56. I was like, how much ooze does he need? 56. Yeah, I was looking to have the ooze help with upgrading the ghost, but we need a lot more. Vampire's hurting. So is the A-bomb. Oof. Okay. A little more difficult all of a sudden. Upgrading the walls helped a lot. Also changing the enemy type helped. Pumpkins. I can't believe we still don't have enough pumpkins after all this time. So it's bad weather, cannot hunt bloats. Do we need bones for anything, actually? Hold on. I guess I need them for paper. We can just get ore or stone for our A-bomb upgrade. Missing blood. Yeah. You can hunt some rats. You can use some rats, I guess. 1 or 2 rats. 71? Yeah, we got a couple of rats. This gets me an item. Shock is really nice, so is range. Now range on somebody like my boss, my guy really could use that. Like that would be really handy. Yeah. And so would Shock, but I feel like his range is a big negative for him. They get in Shock on that many stuff, and I do have water. No, I don't. I thought I did, but we changed up. We didn't get the item after all. Well, everything's wet this time, so whatever. Oh, lovely. More people are finding the YouTube channel. Again, we're trying to hit the 1,000 mark. Hold on. We're eating up too many of the rats, and we don't have any of the other food. Nine blood does let me get another bone golem. Is that the only thing I was looking for from that? I mean, we wanted to level up our vampire, but I think that's just a luxury thing at this point. Also, we have a... I don't know why I'm getting more blocks. I thought that there was a siege engine that used blocks. I was wrong. I was wrong. Shady J, thanks for the follow. Glad you're here. Add to the chamber. That is technically more damage. There's no way we're going to get to the max tier on that. We need to get that quest done. I'm okay with getting another golem, I think. I do have a love. They have a nice knockback, so that helps. And for the boss, I want to have both of my pylons for the boss, which is 5 books apiece. So we still need a lot of books. Apparently there's some stream lag. Hadash, I don't think it's you. Mrs. Druski just came by and saying that they're having some internet issues in the rest of the house. So I think I may have the router set to prioritize my stream over it. I mean, who could blame me? But it does mean that we might be having some bandwidth issues. Lag is gone? Well, that's great. Glad to hear that. 475. Is that a new high for me? Let's look around and see if we've unlocked more road. It is 475 exactly. Here we go. Build a road. What have we found? The keep. Raise minions. It's a lot of minions. I have 25 bloats and that will be a future run. Hey, and there she is. So we'll save up for that. Shady J asks, do you get a lot more stars from the undead? You're at 1070 glory from the humans. That's awesome, by the way. That's huge. But only 13 stars. You haven't tried undead. You need to. Yes, these stars are universal. They go on both sides. You will be starting a brand new run. 0 glory. It's a new game. It operates differently. We've been learning this. I've been teaching what I've known, and other people are teaching me for the undead side of things. But stars carry over, and so yes, every boss, every mini boss that will help your human side. So you need to do it. So basically, it's double. It's double. You get half on one side, half on the other. I am going to want to have, we've got very few days left, so we're probably going to get one of the two, but I am going to want to have like one of these guys further forward. So that way they don't burn everybody. $54. Almost max out the ghost. $55. I don't actually know what it does, and it needs to be unlocked still. Well, we'll technically get a chance here. There it is. He can now see through the bedsheet. It's a wraith. Okay, cooldown starts directly after attacking. Oh, okay, so he's gonna be spamming that a lot. And we need to know the passive. Yeah, there he goes. Not great. Tanks are not doing well. Banshee needs 8 souls. Top 5 favorite units. Well, dinosaurs number 1. Yeah, I'm looking for the book for the pylon. Dinosaurs number 1. After that, does anything even matter? I mean, you got your dinosaur. I would have liked to get a bunch of bloats, but I could place 2 of them, I guess. It might be my only chance. Like, we're really needing to do the knockbacks. Positioning is going to be really awkward. Okay, I can put one here and one here. Yeah, it depends on the run. I do like the genie for single target, as well as the beholder has been really good too for single target. For tanking, swordsman's great. Dino's pretty great. Not sure I have a exact list. All right, we're gonna do this. I feel like we need it. I can't block that spot, so. I can't move it. Save it. Ah, we lost him. Hey. And we lost the other side too. Maybe if I bought them earlier. Walls are down. I think we'll actually make the run, but at what cost, chat? At what cost? Almost would rather use the banish and just do it better. Wow. But those coins are really helpful. That might give me another slot. Use graveyard. I don't know what you mean by that. Like, I can just... The graveyard, you just move them onto it in order to change slots mid-combat, but we had already won. Unless that's doing... Maybe you know something I don't, and that's doing the die a peaceful death thing. Reduce the glory loss? I don't know. You can actually resurrect a guy too. I always forget about that too. If anything, I think we could get rid of our rogue, but with how close it's been, I think we need every last body. I think we're not going to do the scientist again. Yeah, I could have resurrected a guy. Oh, and I could have had an item this whole time. We don't have a single... You're ranged? What? All right. Could have had that this whole time. Not that we would have really used it. A-bomb. $529. Do we unlock more roads? We did. It's the wizard, Harry.
I sense evil. At your service.
The weather tower. Interesting. Anything at home? Yes. Ah, that's actually wildly useful. I desperately need one of those for a new run. I could even do this right now, huh? Because we're not really using the blocks. The workshop? No, we already got our workshop item. We could do pumpkins. 3 is not going to get us there though, because it would be 25. It's actually getting kind of close. The rat infestation. Look at them all. I think part of the this turned off again. Part of the reason why we're poor is we got the clearer going. And so he's creating even more rats. Got 81 rats. Need another book. Oh yeah, I already had Druid. we definitely have it. Okay, piercing. Now we've had this talk. And actually, I really feel like we need health, by the way. Or even the burn immunity for the boss. But we've had this talk about piercing. I just don't know. Because we could potentially throw it on the vampire and he would heal so much if it let him pierce. But I don't know if that's what happens. Yeah, and piercing on the observer, for sure. But, I mean, we'd lose out on some of the damage. But it would help the vampire heal. It's just, does it even work? Like, I could easily just put some health on him, and that would be fine. Is it Morales? Welcome. Hope you had a great stream. Hello, everyone. Yeah, we observer won't equip it just because, you know, we have that. We could try the vampire just to see. We need to know. This is for science, chat. I submit to you. Health is the better choice in our situation. If on the off chance that the piercing does work, it might be better. And at the very least, we know we can learn a little bit more about the mechanic. You weren't able to get 600 glory. Oh no, how close were you? How close were you? Do you know? We're trying to figure out, will piercing work on things? So I know some units, say the crossbowmen and things like that, they have the piercing stat and it goes up +1 with that item. With this item here. However, will it work on anything with a projectile? Can I have one of my bats pierce into another bat and then on hit we heal 2? If it doesn't, you can reset. I mean, no, we're already in the battle though, so we'd have to spend a banish to do it. All right, everyone, I need you to keep a close eye on those bats. That looks like bats are not... Oh! We hit 2 things. 1, 2, that's piercing! 1, 2, it's hitting multiple things! Chat. Nice. So yeah, he now we definitely want to get him leveled. I need more blood. What are all my workers doing? I need a 3rd one for it to get the bloat. Meanwhile, getting overrun over here. Yeah, I think I did turn it back on. Let's double check. Yeah, it's back on. And we're doing rats, so we're eating our food here. We're actually running out of bloats too. I guess I need to turn this on. Now, technically, I can move this guy forward, which I want to do it for the next round. I'm afraid to do it this round. Ooh, and we can... Do I do this for science? Do we upgrade this max for science? Hold on, I totally forgot the Banshee positioning. So to the right and upper left. We're specifically not doing those. Incredible. So if I did something like this, that's... I can't believe we did that. All right, so cooldown. Oh, that's duration. That's not cooldown. That's duration. Who does duration? The Death Priest does. I know that. Do I have nobody with duration? Amazing. I have nobody with duration. Alright, so I think, though, if the Death Priest was over here and she was over here... Nope, that doesn't work. Does not work. Do you have duration? No. Nobody has duration. Is it worth upgrading that and then not feeding my people? I guess not. I guess that's not worth it. Sad. Okay, well, we got 5 for our pylon. Have any spare skellies kill rats? Yeah, we need to. We need to. Like, there's AoE damage happening, but nobody's dying. Uh-oh. A-bomb's going down. I can't swap him. Yeah, we're just, like, we're hitting so much AoE, but we're not actually killing anything. That was like an age ago. Wow, so much has happened. Okay, well. Stream's still being picky over there. It's laggy intermittently, I guess. Alright, so potentially we could switch a different unit type. It doesn't have to be a beholder, but historically I've had much better luck with beholders. I don't have to move the Banshee or anything. That didn't help me at all, really. Now, we did get the item from that on the Vampire, which was cool, and the Vampire lived for a while, but the A-Bomb is actually really struggling to survive. We could get Rage. Like, we need the coin in order to move that guy forward. Or even just to unlock, like, another slot for another something. Technically, we can resurrect somebody mid-battle, but in that one, like, that was not changing anything. Now, I think we already are applying fatigue. Or are we not? Oh yeah, the Banshee is, but that's not that much. I think I'd rather have it also on the Wraith. Like, I feel like that's a good thing to do. The barrier We can throw on the A-bomb. We already have one on the A-bomb. Throw it on the Yeti or the vampire? I don't have the Necronomicon. They can't stack. We skipped the stacking because we were also unlocking things. We skipped the stacking. It will be still good to have tanks be able to tank better. Oh yeah, they can if I had it. Yeah, exactly. You know, we've got a bunch of bones that we're not using. Okay, well, here we are. Who would have thought? It's not like he's bad, it's just I feel like he's much better when you can combine it with the swordsman. We can get 3 more bones to get that upgrade. Plus we got that. That's nice. Okay, I am going to do the Observer again. Because I want that item. I want that piercing. Now that we learned that that worked, I feel like that was pretty nice. I mean, hitting 3 guys at once, I don't know, does something. That's 12. Potentially, we're close to being able to get another either... I could get a bloat right now. Drop that here. I could do it. We just need 1 more gold, which is coming in right now. What if, chat? What if we did it? Our vampire's doing great considering we haven't been teching him. He doesn't have any tanking ability. Where's my knight guy? There he is. Let's do that instead. Just need him to heal up. We're losing the left side. We're so close. No. It's falling apart, chat. It's so close. All right, Alright, we'll try the other type, but I think the other type's worse. This is our last attempt.
No more tears.
I sense
At your service.
I do want to repair that weather tower. We just clicked that thing. I know we can save up for the witch there, but I want to know.
Thank you.
We can change tomorrow's weather. Small fee. Okay then. Not going to help me right now. But now we have it. But I really don't think the other enemies are going to be any easier on us. And don't forget, we're not only playing on Curse 1, we're also playing Curse 1 with 3 bonfires. Which is not an insignificant amount. What did we spend our faith on last time? Was it just the pylon? The siege upgrade? Which is good. I want to do that. Is there anything else? So I'm going to click Rogue. Which means you don't get that cool item for him. Can we level? Like, we could spend it, but I kind of need it if I'm going to unlock the other tile. I'm going to unlock the other tile and place another siege item over there. Are we doing 4 bonfire? Yeah, we are doing 4 bonfire. Yeah, so there's a lot of guys. We got 1, 2, 3. Do we have 3 or do we have 4? There's 3 right here, and there's 1 over here, yeah. So we do a 4. That's Excel. Thank you so much for the follow. Save the replay. Yeah, I plan on putting the whole stream out here on YouTube. The problem is we've had a lot of unfortunate connection issues with Twitch. With I was trying to do my first ever multi-stream to YouTube. Did not work out, and so we had to do a lot of connection reconnection, which means in order to get all of the full run, I'm gonna have to download everything, compile it all, render it all on my end, and then send it out, as opposed to just exporting it straight to YouTube. So it's probably not going to be until this weekend that this is going to be out on YouTube.
Pastor Druski is my hero.
Well, thank you so much for the sub. You found this on YouTube, came to take a look. Greetings from Germany. You, my friend, you have a number of fellow Germans here watching this game, watching this channel. I do not speak German myself, but you are all welcome here. I've been learning so much. And Mrs. Druski, you guys will be proud. Mrs. Druski just yesterday was she went to some class. She's a chef. She went to some class that was specializing in sauerkraut. And so she brought a whole bunch home, and we're all excited. It is getting crazy late. We're trying to do one more run. I'm mostly because of the interrupting on the stream. Like we didn't get to finish the runs like we would have. So we're going later than usual today. Oh, and it's 2 a.m. over there. You're talking about Germany. Yeah, it's 2 a.m. over there. Crazy. You like Germans like professional content. That is high praise. I do not feel like I am very, very well prepared at most of the time, but we do have a good time doing this. But thank you. That you think this is professional is high praise indeed. Okay, not everyone's necessarily going to eat, but as long as we get through the day. Which is not a sure thing. A-bomb's going down. I can't swap him. It's not good. Their numbers are thinning, but mine are too. Oh no! Oh, it's a good run. GG, chat. GG, my friends. Lackmine, yes! We are trying to finish the second run. It just finished. It just finished. We shall accept defeat. But this was the farthest we had gotten. Oh, but I don't know if this run, if I clicked the weather control thing or not. I don't even know if I really need that. By the way, they need to have the soundtrack. Like, just this right here. I love the piano. How many of you actually sat and listened to this? Remember, now he hired help for, you know, art and music and things like that, but this was still a solo dev making this game. I like how they're doing little circles around their bonfire. They're so happy. All right, we accept defeat. Should have gotten quite a few kingdom progression points here. I'll take it. At 529, yeah, it's still an improvement. Happiness. We're not going to be using it because we're going to be using the bonfires from here on out, but another coin is also useful. Motivation. Very nice. We've also got some rainbow things here. And let's just see. Yeah, 263 more. We're actually getting pretty close on the unlocking the Curse 2. So either the next time we play or next time we play Undead, either way, we should be able to start doing Curse 2. Mrs. Druski does enjoy the soothing music to listen to while my village burns.